Hi, I'm Wolf, and in this video, we're going to be unboxing a Is it? Actually, let's do that one more time. We're going to be unboxing a You have to press A to continue. I wonder if anyone will get that reference. It's a little bit of an older reference. It's not all that new. Let me know if anyone gets that. Yeah, you have to be at least, I think, let's say 25 or above to get the reference. When did the N64 come out? Whenever that came out, you had to have been familiar with it. That's your hint. Yeah, so a PlayStation 4 controller. Now, before we do unbox this, I want to talk a little bit about it actually. Well, first off, let me talk about why I'm buying a PlayStation 4 controller in 2024. Because the PlayStation 4 came out, well, I believe I've had mine for about 10 years now. And I think it came out maybe a year or two before I bought it myself. Or maybe it was the same year that I bought. Well, it's been a while. Doesn't matter when it came out. It's been a while. It's been at least 10 years that the PS4 has come out. And here I am buying a new PS4 controller. A PS4 controller in 2024. So what happened is I picked up my controller one day. Now, I haven't been using my controller all that much as of late, let's say within the past year, 2, 3, a couple to few years. I haven't been using my controller all that much, and well, when I picked it up, I hadn't really used it in a while. Now, the controller, I connected it to my computer because I wanted to use it to record a video. I wanted to record a Let's Play sort of video for the channel here. And when I was testing out the controller to see if it would work when connected to my computer, I noticed some buttons weren't working. The circle button wasn't working. I started a game, and every time I pressed circle, the button wouldn't work, and then eventually I was like, is this the computer doing this, or is it the controller itself? So then I turned on my PS4, and I tried pressing circle on the controller with the PS4 on, and the button still didn't work. I could use the X button, but the circle button wouldn't work, so I could go forward, but I couldn't go back, because, well, we all know that if you're familiar with PlayStation 4 controllers and how the system works, circle is the back button on the menus. When you're going through the menu, you press circle to go back, and I couldn't go back. So what I did after that was I sat on that thought for a little bit. I'm like, okay, so this controller isn't working. I need to buy a new controller. Now, I wasn't quite ready to buy a new controller, so instead I just kind of left it there and sat on that for a bit. And after a few days I thought to myself, why not try fixing this controller? It wouldn't hurt to attempt to fix it because, well, if I were to fix it, I wouldn't have to go and buy a new controller for $60. $60 is the price of it, by the way. A new PlayStation 4 controller. $60 for a PlayStation 4 controller in 2024. That's expensive. That's a lot of money for a controller. You would think the price would have gone down a little bit, considering that the console came out such a long time ago that they probably make it with cheaper materials as well, compared to when the console first came out. And they did produce more of them throughout the life cycle of the PS4. Normally when the PS4 first comes out, well, only the people who pre-order and stuff like that, more people buy it over the course of its life than when the console first comes out. So you would think the price would have gone down, but $60, that's a lot of money. Sony, oh boy, it's like highway robbery. That's so much. And it's only Sony that makes PS4 controllers as well. I mean, I didn't see any other companies with PS4 controllers in the store when I went to purchase it. So they're charging a lot for PS4 controllers in 2024. First party control. Now, I would buy one if they had one from another company in the store, third party company. I think they have some online. I was looking around and they do have some online, but looking at the reviews, it's kind of sketchy. I wouldn't really buy one of those. I'd rather buy one from in the store, where if something is wrong with it, the store itself has a return policy where you can either return it and get your money back, or you can exchange it for another controller. I feel safer with something like that, because if it's online, well, you'll have to pay return shipping, and there's a bit of a process involved there, and it takes a while. And I don't really want to I don't feel comfortable buying online because of that. And then what happens if the replacement doesn't work as well? It's gonna cost you every time to send it back. So we bought the first party one because, well, I don't want to go through all of that. So, well, before I continue, Sony, they're charging a lot for them controllers, way too much. It would have been nice if they lowered the price. I don't know. Someone over there is lining their pockets and becoming rich off of these PS4 controllers, which cost $60 a piece. So technically this video cost me $60 just for this video. Well, I will get more videos out of this because I'm going to use the PS4 controller for other things, I guess. So maybe a few videos. That's what they cost me, $60 for the controller. Now, you know what, actually, let me mention, I have a join button here in the channel. I don't know if anyone's watching. Up until this point, we've been going for a few minutes now, and I know people nowadays, they kind of always want you to just speed run everything. They want you to go through things really fast, and I'm not doing that. I'm not getting to the unboxing part of the video. We're getting there though. But for anyone that is out there, maybe you like videos like this where I kind of slow down a bit and I just talk and we go through things like this at a normal pace and we're not speed running. Maybe you like that kind of thing. And well, if you do, or if you just like content from me in general and you'd like to support me, you can click on that join button. I enabled it on the channel a while back now, and that allows you to support the channel here, support me, I have 2 levels. You can support for either 99 cents a month or $1.99 a month. And, well, every month that would support me. That would help out with the channel here. Yeah. Outside support like that, it helps me focus a little less on other things. Like, I can make a video like this, for instance, and not have to worry about whether people will actually check it out, whether they'll click on it. You know, I don't have to think about those things as much, because I believe that's how YouTube is when it comes to videos. If you make videos that are kind of outside of the norm when it comes to the types of videos that you make, well, it's possible that no one will get suggested the video. None of the people who are subscribed to, the YouTube system, I don't know what to say about it. But if you'd like to support, maybe you like videos like this, Let's Plays, longer videos where I'm just sharing my thoughts and perspective on things like PS4 controllers being overpriced. Well, that's a way to show, to support the channel and, well, to support me. So, yeah, as I was saying, I bought the PS4 controller because I was going to do a Let's Play. I realized my other controller was no longer working, and then I went to repair the controller. I was like, I could save some money here if I can repair this controller myself, and it wouldn't hurt to give it a shot, to attempt repairing it. So that's what I did. I found a screwdriver that could open up the controller, and I took the screws out, and when I pulled the controller apart and I looked inside, I was pretty surprised, because I saw something I didn't expect. Now, you would think that occasionally wiping down the outside of your controller is enough to keep it clean, just wiping it down every now and again. But when I opened up the controller, well, along the outline of the controller, the outer lining on the inside, there was dirt that was hardened onto the entire inside of the controller. It was lining it, and there was a lot of it. Now, we shed skin cells, and I'm surprised by this dirt, skin cells. I'm surprised by just how many skin cells there were in this controller, because there were flakes of dirt that were so big. I couldn't believe how big they were, and it was hardened dirt. I was surprised seeing that. Really surprised that, well, I wiped along the outside, but as for the inside, I thought to myself, I wanted to maybe show it to you, maybe make a video. In the future, we could say, this is why you should maybe consider cleaning the inside of your PS4 controller, opening it up. Of course, in my case, it ended up breaking. I opened it up, I saw that, and I left that there how it was, and then I attempted to try fixing the controller. And, well, let's just say fixing the controller went about as well as you think it would go for someone that has never opened up a PS4 controller in their life before and tried fixing it. It went about as well as it would go for a person, as you'd expect it to go for a person doing that. So Anyway, I I put the controller back together after taking it apart, and well, the controller no longer worked after I was done with it. It's still intact, but it no longer worked at all. Yeah. But hey, maybe we'll get some videos out of that controller. I'll show you the inside, maybe in one video. Another thought I had recently is maybe I can compare that controller to this new one, because that is a 10-year-old controller. That was like 10 years worth of dirt, skin cells in the controller. Isn't there a thing man is made from dirt? Well, saw proof of that after opening the controller. And also somehow there was a hair inside of the controller. I don't know how a hair got inside of the controller. A hair, as in like a hair. Yeah, I don't know how that happened, but there was a hair inside of the controller. Yeah. Well, anyway, I think that's enough about that and how overpriced PS4 controllers are. So, yeah. So let's get to it. Let's go ahead and unbox this new PS4 controller that I purchased here in 2024 for $60. It was actually more than $60 with tax. Yeah, so expensive. I wonder if I can trade that old one in and maybe get a few bucks for it. I mean, the controller itself is intact. Maybe that's something I'll do after I make my videos with it. We'll see if we can get maybe $1.50 trading it in somewhere. Yeah, so and this won't have cost well, it'll still have cost $60, but it'll be like I paid $58.50 plus tax for this. Yeah, so we'll open this up now. Is that centered right there? Yeah, right there is centered. Okay, so there's a sticker here. By the way, I wonder how long these things last. The battery life when it's brand new in 2024. I'm not sure how long it lasts. And I don't believe it says it on the box. Yeah, it doesn't say how long it lasts. Maybe it's 8 hours or something like that. Okay, we'll just open it on up. Extremely professional unboxing, by the way. I'm a professional. Don't worry. Has anyone seen how on YouTube they have some videos of unboxings where they're wearing gloves and they have the camera pointed at a table? Yeah, they wear these white gloves. Okay, so we can just slide this out, I believe. Yeah, it slides right on out. Oh, and there's a booklet right there. Okay, so yeah, that slid right on out. of the box here. Put that off to the side. Oh, on the side it lists the contents of the box. DualShock 4 wireless controller, and I believe this is the model number, CUHZCT2U. That's the model number. And then under that, it also says instruction manual and made in China. It's made in China. Okay, so here we have our controller now, our booklet first off, and our controller. So I see in the booklet here on the front it actually says battery life and duration. I wonder if this will tell me how long the battery should last when you first buy the controller. What's the life like? It doesn't tell you. It just says the battery has a limited lifespan and will gradually decrease with repeated usage and age. Okay, well, that's stating the obvious there. Why do they have a section titled battery life and duration if that's all they're going to tell you in that section? Yeah, they tell you that. They tell you charge in an environment where the temperature is between 10 degrees Celsius and 30, or 50 Fahrenheit and 86. Charging may not be as effective when performed in other environments. And when the wireless controller is not used for an extended period of time, it is recommended that you fully charge it at least once a year to help maintain battery functionality. And that's all it says under battery life and duration. So they don't even tell you what the duration of a charge is when it's new, when you first get it. Well, anyway, let's carry on with the controller unboxing. So there's that. 2 pieces of plastic here, one to cover it, and then one that it's inside of. So take that one off. There is our controller. Now we'll just pop it out of this one here. Boy, that sound was probably really loud because of how close I have this to the mic. Oh, I should have had it off to the side. Yeah, maybe I'll remove the sound. So, I don't want to destroy anyone's ears after all. Yeah, maybe I'll remove the sound. I don't want to destroy anyone's eardrums after all. So, here is our controller. It's now out of the plastic, and that's it. Our PS4 controller that we purchased in 2024 for a lot of money. $60, that's so expensive. Yeah, Sony charging way too much for these things. Way too much. Comparing it to the old control, another video. I'll do that in another video. But at first glance, it does look quite different. It does look quite different. This one and my older one from 10 years ago. Yeah. So before we wrap up here, I'll give you a close-up of the PS4 controller so you can look at it. And there you go. That's a PS4 controller in 2024. 60 bucks. Sony charging way too much. They need third-party companies making controllers and putting them in stores. Yeah, way too much for a controller. Oh man, way too much. Alright, well, that's all for this one. Remember, there's that join button if you want to support. And you can always like the video too. And if you're new around here, maybe consider a sub to the channel. Now, we don't normally make videos like this here. I don't. But I might in the future. We'll see how things go, how that turns out. Yeah, maybe I might in the future. But I do have Let's Plays. I have a few of them, not too many first impression kinds of videos. They're not exactly Let's Plays because I don't do full playthroughs of games on the channel. What I do is I'll do maybe a part 1 or part 1 and part 2. I have a few of those. If you do want to check those out, those are there. Yeah, so that's it for this one. Alright, I'm Wolf, and until next time.